Hello, welcome to No Fear Cooking. I'm Magda. Nathaniel is taping today, and we are going to have a tamale pie. You're going to come back to this recipe over and over. You're going to like it. It's very economic. It's not time consuming. It's just about 2 steps. So we are going to have step 1 right here taking place, and we'll put it in the oven. I am going to start right away with the onions, and I'm going to use my little helper. I love the chopper, right, Babette? Do we love that? It's very easy and quick to use it. And I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to start my meat first. I went and I got, let me see, very lean ground sirloin for this. I don't want it to have it too heavy. And I'm going to put my pan at hot. Well, let me see. Yes, very hot actually. Just till we started. Let me throw this there. I might use it for trash and things. And this is on. We are going to start to saute the meat. And we'll take about 5 minutes to really break it down, give a little color. And then we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. You will see how nice this will take place. I'm going to put that there. Let me move it. It's starting. Meanwhile, I have time to do my onions. So this dish is really authentic. I guess you can say with good ingredients of a Mexican food, right, Babette? We're going to saute the meat together with the onions. So the onions are going in. It's going to be a large onion. If you like to use a little bit more, that's fine, but I think just 1 is good enough for this dish. And let me see. Oh, I'm trying to put too many at one time. It doesn't go. But it's still very fast to use the chopper for the onions. All good. And this is done. Again, about 5 minutes till we have the meat a little bit breaking down, and then we are going to add the rest. Let me just mix it a little bit, just till it starts. Meanwhile, while we are waiting for the meat to get ready, about 5 minutes, I'm going to start to make the polenta. And this is really an easy step. It's needing 3 ingredients. And I'm going to start, I like to use my rice cooker. It's starting at, and immediately I like to put my water, 4 cups of water for the polenta. This dish is going to have 2. We'll have a bottom, which will be the polenta, and on top we're going to put the meat with all the seasoning and the veggies. You'll love it. So I'm going to add for the polenta a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm checking on the meat, it's going well. And we'll have 2 cups of the cornmeal. Corn, who doesn't love corn? Corn is very good. It's good in a lot of dishes. It's also very economic and makes a lot. And it's not expensive. Corn is delicious. So let's have right away 2 cups in it. And the secret for the corn to make it pretty good, I'm putting that on the side. It's going to be good, delicious. But if you see it here, I'm going to mix everything in right away. And this way you will have it very smooth. That's the idea. Cold water, and now I'm going to let it start to cool. So this is getting done, this is getting done. 2 things is going to blend together. So let's finish the meat with the onions. Oh, they smell good. The onions are smelling already good. I'm going to break the meat a little bit, and we're going to brown it. That's very good going. On this dish, from the beginning. Step 1 and 2 will take 30 minutes. Cornmeal to make it for the polenta that goes on the bottom of the dish for the casserole, or the pie as we call it, will take 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, all depends. But it's on high right now, yes. If you do it on the stove, it's going to say the same amount. Let me break this. It's getting nice and brown, smells delicious. If you want to do the polenta in a pot like this, I do the same. I'm going to put 4 cups of water, a little bit butter, a little bit salt, and 2 cups of the cornmeal. And you have to mix it pretty much constantly. Have to stay on it, you know. So, but I will do it here. Oh, I'm sorry, Babette, do I make too much noise? Well, in the kitchen it's noise, it's activity. It's fun in the kitchen, Babette. On this tamale pie, if you try it once, you're going to love to take it for a family reunion. And now here, remember, you have to mix. And it's very nice and smooth. I'm just going to take it out because I really want to show you how smooth it is. Yes, I love to do polenta. We grew up with polenta in Romania. The Italian side the same. Lots of countries, they use the nice yellow polenta. But again, if you give it a try to this dish, you're going to do it many times. You'll repeat over and over because it's a very easy and no fear, of course. But the ingredients, you have them pretty much in hand all the time. So do you see why I wanted to start it here? Because you do have to mix a little bit more often into the polenta. You don't want to have it getting stuck to the pan. Let me put this here. I'm keep mixing in the meat. The meat is getting ready, the onions together. At this point, if you like to add a little bit yellow pepper or a red pepper, half, a little bit more than that, you may do it right now with the onions. Today, I'm not using a pepper, but the onions for me today is just good enough, but you may use it, it's delicious. This you can use your imagination, how you wanted to add a little bit more or a little bit less on the ingredients. Okay, the polenta is going well. It's coming together nice and smooth. I'm going to mix here. And if you have little ones, they will love if you will let them help you. And if they learn this dish, it's a very popular. And if you learn just one different thing, then maybe somebody else served it to your house, or you went as a guest, this is a plus. One new thing, if you learn, is perfect. The meat is coming together. I have my timer. Again, about 5 minutes till you get the meat brown. And now let's do the next steps, okay? Let's see. Looks good. On the meat also, if you like to use turkey, if you like to use chicken, it's perfectly, and the taste will be very good also. All right, I'm keep mixing here. Look how nice that looks. I hope you can see it. That's why I want to do it really here. And if you do it on the stove, the same thing. Once it starts to bubble, let this on medium till it's really cooked. Wow, that looks delicious. This looks delicious. Okay, next step is I'm going to add actually all the seasonings. And for this, it's going to be a teaspoon of salt, just a teaspoon. You can taste it later. If you like more, you can add more. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of pepper, and that's delicious with that amount. Let me mix here. This is going good. Very nice and smooth. I'm going to add just a quarter teaspoon of paprika. If you like to add a little bit more paprika, it's okay. Again, you can do it wherever you like to. A little bit adding and taking off. And now this is the big, important show off for the dish. It's going to be 2 tablespoons of chili. You think it's a lot? It's not. So 2 tablespoons, look at that. Ooh, smells good. My hands will have to be wiped a little bit. Oh, that smells, it's delicious. It's delicious. Let me mix here, and I'll show you again how nice this comes together. Very nice in about, what, 5 minutes. Good job. Do we have, how many minutes I have? 20. Okay. Now I have all, and I like to do all the seasoning right on the meat so it will get really nice, distribute all over, and keep it for a minute together. Oh, the smell is delicious. Very good. I'm watching the cornmeal, the polenta, and the meat is very good here. The smell, I wish you can have it. It's nothing like being in person with someone to cook, but also to see it how we do it, it's easier than just reading the recipe. For me it is anyhow, and I think for you too. So this is going well. My ricer was stopping for some reason. We started again. Ah, the smell, it's delicious. The chili is really good. And if you like at this time to add a little bit cumin, maybe half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon, you may go ahead now. I'm not going to because I don't know if my husband likes it. Not too much, not for this one. We've been doing that just like this, and it's just perfect. And I'm putting corn in it. I do use the frozen corn, and it's very good. You may use, if you like to, the can. Rinse it well and dry. And now, let me mix here too, because I don't want to lose this. Next will be tomatoes. I like to add a couple tomatoes. I have a big can. I'm not going to, I use just about half. Let me mix the corn in it. Look at this. Absolutely delicious. And how good it is for a big family, small family. And leftover are delicious. Everybody would like leftover, so if you know you need leftover, make a double batch for a bigger group and have leftover. Let me have this. And once I have my tomatoes, I'm going to leave everything to cook, simmer for about leftover, close to 15 minutes. The cornmeal is great. I'm going to bring it very close to you. I want you to see it, how nice. Okay, and it's not too hot. I'm impressed. It's good. Now on this one, I'm just going to add the tomatoes and the juice, which is not that much, but it's enough for make it good. And now I'm going to put this, my pan is going to go on the low. I'm going to cover it, and I'm going to leave it for about 15 minutes simmering, and then all this will be done together. I'm putting the top on. Ooh, it's a little bit more quiet. Gets a lot of noise here. So this goes on for another 15 minutes I have. Altogether, since I start, I was telling you, it takes about 30 minutes. Now, this one here, I need to wipe my hands. Babette, you're good. The cornmeal, the polenta, it's almost ready. I'm going to leave it another 5 minutes and this is done. When it starts to come off like this on the side, It's minutes almost done. And plus, it's going to go in the oven for another 30 minutes. So I'm waiting 5 minutes, this will be done. The meat will be 15 more minutes till it's simmering, and then we'll come back to final meal. So we'll see you in about a couple minutes. I really would like to show you how the cornmeal is ready. When this comes off like this, it means it's ready. That's what my dad was always saying. He was the one making our cornmeal, the polenta in our family. But this one, it's ready for my tamale pie, and I have a little bit of butter on here on the bottom. So I'm going to already put my polenta on the bottom of my dish, and I like to use a 9 by 13. If you have a little bit more meat, use a bigger one, but this is good enough for mine. And I need to take this because it's hot. Oopsie, I'll put this on the side. I'm going to pour the cornmeal. Oopsie, sorry. It's a little bit hard to do it from that side, but I want to have this here. I want you to really see it how it is coming. And now I'm just going to isn't this very nice and not too complicated dish already to see? So I'm doing the polenta here nice, and then on top of the polenta I will have the meat ready. So till about 10 more minutes, I'll say just be ready to taste it. Everything together was 30 minutes, and it smells good in the house. It's saying welcome family from work and friends, and get it for a big gathering. Look at this, it's perfect. So now at this time, I'm going to add a couple olives. I already rinsed them with cold water. I'm going to drain them well. And right at the end, I'm going to put the olives. What a great meal. It's a small jar. They're very good at the end when everything married together is perfect. What else can you do for this dish? So many things. If you want to make it a little bit to stretch, or you really like some beans in it, right when you start with the meat, cook 1 can of beans, rinse it well, and it will be perfect and healthy. If not, today I'm not using one, but sometimes I do. Now I'm going to give it a good stir, and I'm going to taste it for salt and pepper at this time. And it's going to become, I'm going to cut my tomatoes now in half. Very nice. And it's going in the oven for 30 minutes at 225, as not too high, 325. 325, yes. Let me have this here, and I'm going to taste a little bit of the meat. I'm having these little corn chips here, corn here. I just want to see how it is as a taste. Salt, pepper, and a little bit of the paprika, you can have it here. And the chili is perfect. Now everything is going to be put right on the top of the casserole. I'm going to take it from the top. I'm stopping that. I need something to put as gloves. Always please use your gloves, Babette, to stay away. And I'm going to turn it this way. Can we see it? And look at this beautiful, beautiful meat, and the veggies and the spices. And I'm going to keep a little bit for a friend who cannot have cheese at the end. So that will stay there like that, because it was just a little bit over 2 pounds. And you know what? It is very nice for the over 2 pounds. The best meat, $20 for a family of 6 and leftovers. So it's a very economically and good for our tamale pie. Delicious looking, very tasty. Let me distribute this tomato. I want it here. And now at the end, we are going to put 2 cups of grated cheese. I had a whole block, and you can put a little bit less than 2 cups. I'm going to put 2 cups on it because it's delicious, and it's going to go melting very nice at the end in the stove. So here it goes. Perfect and delicious. I'm going to put my gloves, and it's going to go in the oven. Let me just move so I won't have an accident. Move that a little bit away, and we are ready. It's delicious. I am so excited for this meal. It's going to go in the oven. Voila. Look at that, it's still bubbling. Look at the bottom, look how nice it looks, Nathaniel, looks. I can't imagine how tasty it is. So I'm going to come right here. Oops, I'm going to put it right here. And yes, this is amazing. Everyone can do it, and have the young ones to learn so they can really know how to impress their friends, their family. And as we are getting, everything is clean here. Nathaniel is cleaning, I was finishing cooking. So let's try it. Should we try a small portion? We're going to put it in the plate right here. It's probably good if you wait about 20 minutes, but we are not going to wait 20 minutes. I'm going to lift it up like this, and I'm going to show you how it looks. This, I wish I can turn it around so you can see it more. How should I show it to you? Look at this. I'm going to lift it so you can see it on the bottom, how nice looks the polenta. And it's how all the ingredients are looking great. Let me taste it. But just look at this wonderful goodness, you know, really good. Also, you can add a little bit sour cream when you serve it. You can add just a little bit sour cream on the side. You can add a little bit of fresh tomatoes on the side. Avocado slices, I don't have any, or even a little bit of the chunky chichi, what is that called, Nathaniel? The salsa, is that good, you think? Yeah, perfect will be. And with this, I'm going to say manja manja, poftă bună, enjoy it. Thank you for watching our new recipes. Subscribe, give us a note, and we'll see you next time with a great recipe. This one is going to be one that you're going to do over and over, right, Babette? We are going to try it. Oh, I wanted to show you that I did a small individual one. If you have friends who need something special, make it that way. And with this, I'm going to say goodbye. Perfect. We'll see you.